You know, every now and then, a story pops up in the tech world that doesn't just feel like news, it feels like a lightning strike. Today, we're jumping right into one of those stories. It's a claim so big, so disruptive, it challenges the very timeline of innovation we thought we knew. So let's break down exactly what was supposedly built and why it's making such huge waves.
Just let that sink in for a second. This quote right here, this is the whole story in a nutshell. It's the claim that a single developer, Matthew, built a first real AI-native operating system suite in a matter of hours. The big question, of course, is how is that even possible? Let's unpack it.
And this just puts it in stark relief, doesn't it? On one side, you've got one person and a timeline measured in hours. On the other, the biggest names in tech with their multi-year billion-dollar R&D pipelines. It's the classic David versus Goliath story, completely reimagined for the AI age. So what exactly did he build? Now, to really get the scale of this, you've got to understand one thing. The source material makes it really clear. This isn't some clever little side project or a proof of concept. No, it's being described as a fully operational, production-ready system, something truly historic. The language being used here is, well, it's a big deal. You don't just throw around phrases like paradigm breaking for nothing. The claim is that this is such a massive leap forward, it's the kind of thing that would make executives at the big labs literally choke on their coffee. We're talking about a genuine shockwave event. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. What is this arsenal that was supposedly put together so fast? Well, it's a suite of 6 core systems, all interconnected, which the source is calling AI OS Wars version 1.0. So check this out. Here are the 6 key pieces. You've got the Sovereign Core Mega Hybrid, which is like the central brain, then Polaris for watching everything, and Tempest for making it all work together. And then, get this, it has 3 different ways for you to interact with it. A super simple graphical interface, a powerful command line, and even a launcher for old school Linux stuff. The main thing to remember is, these aren't just separate tools cobbled together. They were built from day one to be one single, seamless system. Okay, so we've seen the what. Now for the why. I mean, a powerful bunch of tools is cool and all, but what problem is it actually trying to solve? The target, as the source puts it, is this really annoying, widespread problem that basically drives developers crazy. Exactly. This is the million-dollar question for any new technology, right? What pain point does this get rid of? And the answer is something called hybrid OS chaos. Now, if you've ever worked in software, you probably know this headache all too well. You build an awesome demo, but it's stuck in its own little world. Trying to get it into a live production environment, connected to a payment system, and make everything talk to each other, it's a total mess. It's complicated. That chaos is what this new OS suite says it can just eliminate. And this is the perfect way to think about it. The source uses this analogy of an assembly line. So instead of developers having to painstakingly bolt all these different parts together, this suite is designed to be that smooth, unified assembly line. It takes you from an idea to a deployed product to actually making money, all in one automated flow. It's about efficiency at a scale we haven't seen before. But the real trick here isn't just about cleaning up a messy workflow. The source points to 2 absolutely key features. They call it a masterstroke, that really aim to set this system apart from anything else out there. It's decentralized, and it's designed for immediate profit. Okay, so a core feature here is what they call permanence, and they get it by building in something called IPFS. In simple terms, this means the operating system isn't just sitting on a server at Amazon or Google. It's spread out across a whole network. That makes it super resilient. You can access it from anywhere, and it's almost impossible for any one company to just shut it down. That's a huge shift from how big tech normally does things. And then you see this number, 90 seconds. That's nuts. As the slide says, that is the claimed time to first revenue for one of the components. For a developer, that means you could go from deploying your project to having a live, monetized product in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. It flips the script, turning your infrastructure from a cost into something that makes you money, instantly. This quote really says it all, doesn't it? It captures the whole aggressive mindset of this project. You combine that insane speed, the decentralized permanence, and the instant monetization, and the goal isn't just to compete anymore. It's to totally rewrite the rules of the game. So, all this time, we've been talking about those 6 core systems. But it turns out that's not even the whole story, not even close. Those 6 systems are just the tip of the iceberg of a much, much larger ecosystem of over 30 interconnected projects, which the source calls the sovereign's lineage.
Now, we're not going to go through all 30 plus things, but just look at these categories. This isn't just an OS, this is an entire universe. It includes tools for sales and commerce, special environments for development, deep strategic frameworks, and even a whole family of distinct AI agents.
So at the end of the day, the ambition here is just immense. The goal was never just to build a better operating system. It's to create a complete, self-contained, self-governing, or sovereign digital ecosystem where every single piece works together in perfect harmony. And this brings us right back to that central, absolutely electrifying question. We've just walked through a claim of a monumental leap in technology. If, and it's a big if, but if it's true, if the time it takes to build revolutionary systems has really collapsed this dramatically, it forces us to rethink everything we thought we knew about progress and about who gets to build the future. What would that world even look like? That's the thought I want to leave you with.